instead of paying check or cash every month. And then we have a program structure, daily schedule. If you are the new family, you will also receive additional 2 dashboard signs that you can use for parking. Can you help me? Okay, thank you. Preschool list. The preschool supply list is not asking for markers, crayons, papers, glues. No, that's for kindergarten and other elementary kids. So for preschool, we only ask for your personal items. So please label all items, including water bottle, lunch. If you bring a home lunch, please make sure nuts free, because our whole campus is nuts free campus. Also, bring the nap time bedding for your child. Take a nap 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. at the preschool. And extra set of clothing in a Ziploc bag. 2 optional, you can bring backpack, it's not required, and masks. The last 2 are the pull-ups and the wipes. That's for the potty training students. Go down, please. School calendar, which is the first sheet on your right pocket. That one is the whole year calendar. You can refer to the date for we close on the holidays, teacher work day, parent-teacher conference. We have 2, one in the fall, one in the spring, and the Thanksgiving break, winter break, and the others. So basically all the highlight color on that sheet are the days school will close, like the holidays. I strongly recommend you put this on your refrigerator so that you can always check, okay, this day we have a conference, we have a picture day, so you know what you can expect. Okay, next. Our daily schedule, our program is open at 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. We have our opening coordinator, Miss Diana, opens at 7:45. She will open the doors and take down the chairs and get ready for your kids to come at 8 o'clock. Some of you say, oh, if I have emergency, can I drop off my kids at 7:50, 7:55? The answer is yes. As long as Miss Diana is there, you can drop off your kids to her. And we have opening classroom 4. If your child come before 8:30, your classroom is not ready, you can always drop off at P4, Miss Diana's classroom. In the evening, we close at classroom 3, so all the P3, P4 children will go to P3, and the P1, P2 children will go to playground. So in the evening, if you pick up, make sure you can pick up your kids before 5 p.m. because you get the $1 every minute for late pickup. Okay, next page. Thank you. Daily register. You have 2 options to check in and check out daily. So the first option is the check-in and the check-out kiosk, which is in the preschool building lobby. You will receive your 4-digit code on your Brightwell app. You can enter the 4-digit code, and then you can check in or check out. The second option is the Brightwell app. You will see the QR code on the iPad. You can use your Brightwell app to scan the QR code. You can check in on your phone. However, the reception is not very strong at the preschool building. If this option doesn't work very well, then you can use the option 1. You can use the iPad to enter your 4-digit code. Next. Okay, parents, we need to do this 2 times a day. So first time when you come into the preschool, so you will enter the 4-digit code, you will check in. So if you see the green color screen, that means you checked in. So in the evening, when you leave the building with your child, you can check out, and you also make sure you see the green color screen, then you are successfully to check out the preschool. Thank you. Next page. Communication tool. Communication is very important to us, and I know it's also very important to you. So we use Brightwell for our communication tour. So you can, we will send you the weekly update, including photos, videos, and the messages through Brightwell app. You also can send messages to us if staff, administration. So the message will go to the classroom teachers and the admins, but mostly the teacher will reply you. If you choose administrations only, the message will go to me and Mr. Lin, and mainly I will reply to you. Next page. Program structure. We have 4 classrooms at our preschool. We accept children from 24 months older. So we place your child based on their age. Currently, all our P1, P2, P3 classrooms are full. We have very limited space in P4, which is the 2-year-old classroom. If you have sibling, you know your neighbor, your friend want to come to our preschool, please tell them, enroll our preschool as early as possible so you can secure your spot. Next page. Curriculum. We are using Frog Street and the 3 Cheers curriculum at our preschool. So from P4, we use Frog Street toddler curriculum. P3, Frog Street 3 years old. P2, Frog Street 4 years old. And P1, 3 Cheers. Next page. Sunscreen and the medication. It's very important for parents. If you bring any sunscreen or medication to school, please check the expiration date. So yes, if it's already expired, then you know, okay, we cannot use this for your child. You can bring a new one to school. And also, if you have medication, please bring the original box so we know we can read the label, and we also need the original box for licensing. If it's you have doctor's notes, also bring the doctor's notes to us. For example, the EpiPen, if it's from the doctor prescribed the EpiPen is in a box, you will have 2 EpiPen. You can keep one at home and give another one with the original box, give to the school. So we can, administer it at the school when needed. Next. Sick policy. Please don't send your sick child to school. Your child can return to school 24 hours of being symptom-free without using the medication. For example, if your child has a fever on Monday, and the last time you give the medication to your child is the Monday evening, and the Tuesday, your child cannot come to school. Your child has to be fever-free without using fever reducer. Then you can come to school on Wednesday. Thank you for doing that, for keep all our children healthy. Okay, and the second, also, if your child very tired, cannot fully participate in the activities, I think your child is better to stay at home, because if your child is tired at the school, they cannot participate in any activities. We probably will call you, say, hello, please pick up your child. Yeah. Sometimes we will also ask you for a doctor's note for returning to school. Thank you. Next page. Ouchie report. Yes, your child may get an ouchie at the school. So very common at the preschool is your child is running, and fall down. Your child is running, and bumped with another child. So when this happens, we will have the ouchie report for you. All our teachers are first aid and CPR trained. So we will give your child first aid, and we will give them a lot of hugs. Make sure they are doing okay. And we will also communicate with you on Brightwell or at the pickup time. When you receive the ouchie report, we ask you to sign your full name. So we will either make a copy for you, or you can take a photo of that ouchie report. The last one is tell a teacher if any ouchie from home. Next page. We're gonna, Mr. Hong also introduce our school nurse, Mrs. Roseanne. She will be the full-time school nurse. We are very happy she can be in the campus. If needed, we will probably also go to her for any help. Okay, the last item I will introduce is the school lunch. So preschool school lunch includes one entree, one side, which is like fresh fruit, vegetables, cheese, yogurt, or others, fresh fruit, and one low-fat milk. And this school year, the preschool school lunch is $5.50. Next page. How to order. I will send you the link maybe later this week. So you can go to this link. Step 1. When you enter that link, you will go to step 1. You can find a lunch menu. You can order weekly, or you can order fast pass. So the first arrow shows you how to order weekly. So every Friday, you can look at the menu. You can order for the following week. Or you say, I don't want to do every week. I want to make, simple. You can choose fast pass, which means no more ordering this year, only this year. So your child will be serving lunch every day if you do fast pass. Go back to the weekly. If you do weekly, you don't have to order 5 days a week. You can choose 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days. Depends on the kids, what your child like. You can order like several days, depends child. Step 2. Step 2, when you choose either weekly order or fast pass order, you will enter your email address, your child's name, not your name. Sometimes we will receive the parent's name, but we know who you are. We will give your child a lunch. But it is your child's last name, your child's first name. Number 4 is the student ID number. This one is important because for kindergarten to 12th grade student, they have their ID number. They know it and they can enter it. But for preschool, we don't have the ID number for you. You just enter your classroom number. You can enter P1, P2, P3, or P4. Next page. Step 3. And then you will also go to the grade level. Depends on your classroom theme. You can choose the classroom your child is in. Step 4, lunch deposit. That's the office form link that you can submit the lunch deposit. We have a minimum require is $100. If you did not finish the $100, the money will roll over to your next month or next school year. So number 7, I want to point out you can have 2 choices to do lunch deposit. The first one is one time. You can say, I want to deposit $100 only this time. Or you can say, every month I want to deposit $100. You can choose the second one, including monthly. And then, if you have any question for lunch, if it's related to billing, you can ask. You can email Kaylin. If others, even billing question, if I can answer you, you can also let me know. I can answer. Try my best to help with all the questions. Okay, I will pass to Mr. Lin.
All right, thank you. All right, so I have a bunch of slides to go over real fast, and then we will hopefully get you going on schedule. If you don't know who I am, I'm Mr. Lim. I am the elementary and preschool principal, and so it's been a great pleasure to do that for the last several years, and meeting many of you, and seeing all the kids in the morning. It's kind of like the highlight of my day, going to walk down the preschool aisle and seeing what everything they're doing, which is actually really exciting because my preschool didn't have all that stuff. So I just need to continue to share with you some of the safety features that we are, again, still implementing as a school. There's 2 emails here, one for Ms. Wong and then one for Brenda Hawk. I think she's here somewhere. And they're helping to make sure that we have all your badges completed and done. So if you're a new family and you have not submitted your photo yet, please follow those directions. This PowerPoint will be emailed to you or sent to you, okay? And also, I believe we're recording this session, so we'll try to get that to you as well. Okay, so but if you can address that and try to get to that to them as soon as possible, then we can produce these badges and get them to you. Okay, while you're on campus, and I appreciate some of you are already wearing your badges this evening, and so that's what we would love for you to do. So if you are on campus, basically we do want you to wear your lanyard. So during the school year, basically we have we'll have like 640 kids here, including preschoolers. And we try to keep our campus safe. We want our staff to wear their lanyards. We see other adults there walking around. We have our vendors, they have their name badges. You've all seen our kind of security system as we go through. And those are all things that we want to have to make sure that our campus is safe. Okay, so what we talk about is your daily registration as well as campus safety. Your daily registration with Brightwheel is very, very important for us for state licensing. Okay, so we need to make sure that we have that signature that you dropped off, the signature that you picked up. Okay, even though it's digital, that's something that state licensing approves through Brightwheel. And so we appreciate that ease of being able to collect that data annually. We're audited to make sure that we're doing that. So at the press of a button, Ms. Huang can print off our report and show them that we're in compliance. So it's really important that you are signing in with Brightwheel and you're signing out with Brightwheel. The ID is really for our campus safety to make sure that we know who's coming in and out of campus. And so when you're checking in, you're checking out, we know that if there is something that does happen on campus, we know that there is another person here. We take attendance daily for all our students from preschool to 12th grade. And so if there is an emergency, we know who's on campus. And so if you are on campus, we want to know that you're on campus too if something does happen, okay? So those are all very important aspects of it. So if you can, please wear your lanyards or make sure that your lanyard is very visible. Or if you don't mind adults asking you, hi, how are you? Who are you? Do you need any help? Every time they see you because you're not wearing your lanyard, you get to meet more people. So that's good. And they get to meet you. All right, so campus safety is very important. We're gonna try something different this year. Those of you who come in the morning between 8 and 8:25, not 8:30 this year, 8:25, because we've noticed that the elementary teachers or parents and students are sneaking in with you between the 8:25 and 8:30, so they don't get marked tardy. So 8 to 8:25, if you show up, the door will be closed. You do need to ring that doorbell. So there's a camera there and a doorbell there. Ring the doorbell. There will be somebody at the front desk, and the camera will activate, and they'll see who you are. Just show them your badge, and they'll buzz you in. When you come in, please, 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 close the door behind you. Or make sure that the next person coming in has a yellow lanyard, and you know it's in their preschool family, okay? Our staff member that's gonna be there is also watching the individuals coming in during that time. So that's gonna be 8 to 8:25. Between 8:25 and 3 o'clock, 8:25 to 3 o'clock, you'll come through our main academic building entrance, okay? And then when you come through there, then at that front lobby desk, you will scan your ID card and then walk through campus, okay? And then after 3 o'clock, you will go back to this pedestrian gate over here and do the same thing that we talked about in the morning. So we'll have somebody stationed there from 3 to 5 o'clock, okay? All right, so hopefully that kind of helps alleviate any of the confusion about how we're doing traffic. If you're for preschool, if you can please park in the corresponding area where you think you are. So 8 to 8:25, if you want to be closer to the door over on this side, or after 3. If you're coming in between 8:25 and 3 o'clock, maybe towards the front doors of the academic building. Just kind of check the parking spaces. Some of the spaces are designated for students. Okay, so this is kind of our campus map, and it kind of just shows you the traffic flow. We have a pretty wild traffic flow in the morning, so if you don't want to get mixed up in that, come after 8:25, and it's a little easier. But if you need to come between 8 and 8:25, just realize the traffic flow. We have 2 driveways that if you're coming from the south side, the first entrance is actually our elementary and middle school. And the center entrance is for our preschool families as well as our high school families. Our high school families are just going to drop off. Preschool families, please, please, please park your cars and then escort your child into class. If you have children that are in elementary as well, we are going to ask you to follow the preschool procedure. Okay, follow the preschool procedure. So you're going to go through there, and then you can just drop off your children. We'll talk more about that during elementary orientation. But that's kind of our traffic flow. So again, while you're on campus, please, 5 miles per hour or less, okay? And the big thing is, because you're all parking, being very cautious as you back out of your space, okay? Being very cautious as you back out of your space, because, you know, sometimes we're relying on our backup cameras and things like that, but then we don't see other things or we don't anticipate things happening. Just be careful as you're backing up, making sure that the path is clear. There are going to be some individuals helping with traffic out there. Please listen to them if they have specific instructions for you. Do not, I don't think you ever will, because you got littles and you won't park on industrial to offload, so I'm not worried about that. All right. You have received a plaque, and so elementary, it says K-20, for example, or we'll say first grade 20, second grade 20, etc. That's how elementary does their pickup. Okay, the parents drive over here, and then we kind of call out their numbers, and the staff has their numbers, and they can associate the car with their placards to the student. Preschool, you will have that placard. This is important that you display these on your dashboard because it helps our parking lot attendants know how to direct you. So you might come in, if they don't have a placard, they're gonna have to stop you and then ask you questions of where you're going, and then it kind of slows traffic flow. So if you have those out very visible as you're pulling in, it's easier for them to automatically look at it and know which direction to send you, okay? So if you can please make sure you have that visible before you get onto campus. Okay, so afternoon pickup again, it's probably better to park in the back. We'll have that kind of worked out as well. I'm gonna kind of speed through this. Some of you were here a week and a half ago for one of the events that our Parent-Teacher Fellowship, which is a group of kind of families in our school have kind of rallied together to start spearheading some events for the school. So we appreciate all their efforts, and that's something that they want to extend to you as preschool families so that we can continue to work together to make our school better. And we truly believe that that partnership with you and with the school and the staff here and to help develop your children is something that's very vital to help them succeed. And so finding opportunities for you to be involved in the school, whether it's, right now we don't really have volunteers in the preschool because of licensing issues and things like that, but there are plenty of opportunities to volunteer for our kindergarten to 12th grade program, or if we might put out a message to say, hey, our high schoolers, they're doing a career workshop. Are any of you available to come and share about your careers? And so those opportunities are always available. Even this week, our PTF kind of put an announcement out there, and we had 4 middle schoolers washing buses today. Spending their summers washing our buses to get us ready for school. So I appreciate their willingness to come out on their own to wash our buses. So again, a lot of different things. They're working on different events too. They did that little playtime for elementary. They did a movie night, but I think they're working on maybe like a carnival and things like that. So different things to kind of look forward to, again, thanks to these parents. So if you're interested in being involved, there's a QR code. Again, this is going to be sent to you, so that's something that you can kind of scan on later, okay? But again, always looking for people that can help in various capacities. Like Ms. Huang said, if you have other families or friends that want to know more about our school, they can look us up on various social media opportunities. But it's something that we would encourage you to do because you are our best advertisers, all right? You are the ones that, we invest our time in, because if we are doing the things that we need to do here at the school, and you're happy with it, then you're the ones that will share with families about our school ministry. It's important too, especially those of you who are in P1, is that Ms. Aruna's class? P1 families and P2 families. If they're kindergarten perspective for next year, we only have 40 spots in our kindergarten. P1 is like 20. That's like half our spots if they all come, right? We do give priority to students that are in our school program. That includes preschool, all right? So if they all decide to come, they take off half our spots in kindergarten. And then potentially P2 students, if they're of age, for kindergarten age, they potentially will go to kindergarten as well. So we want to make sure that we're taking care of you. And if kindergarten and our continued program is part of your family plans, we would love to continue to minister to you and your families. So, opportunities for you to share. No pressure from me, because like Mr. Ham said, I've been here for a long time. I appreciate seeing many of you that are here. I see some of our alumni. There's somebody in here that sang in my wedding. So it's always a big family here. So I really appreciate it, and the trust that you all have in us. All right, so that's me talking really fast. I'm going to turn it back over to Ms. Huang.
We're going to dismiss you. Thank you, Mr. Lin. We will dismiss you by classrooms. We will start with the youngest, toddler classroom. If you are P4 toddler classroom, you can stand up now and follow Miss Misty and Miss Cherry. P4 toddler. She will walk you through the preschool lobby. Enter the classroom. We probably don't have time for you to visit the playground. You can directly go to the classroom. Next group is P3. If you are